Are you planning to move to Canada in 2026 for work, permanent residence, or a better future? Canada remains one of the world's major immigration destinations, but the Canadian immigration system is changing. The government is reducing temporary resident arrivals while keeping permanent resident admissions at 380,000 per year from 2026 to 2028, with a strong focus on economic immigration and workers who can help fill labor shortages. So if you're seriously considering Canada, you need to understand which pathway fits your profile, what has changed in 2026, and where the real opportunities are. In this video, we're breaking down the Canada Immigration Guide 2026, including work permits, express entry, provincial nominee programs, skilled workers, employer-sponsored opportunities, and pathways toward permanent residence. Let's begin. Canada. Why Canada? Canada continues to attract people from around the world because of its large economy, multicultural society, public services, and established immigration system. But Canada in 2026 is not the same immigration environment people experienced a few years ago. The government is now focusing more heavily on sustainable immigration levels, labor market needs, and economic immigration. Economic immigration represents the largest share of planned permanent resident admissions, reaching about 63% in 2026 and 64% in 2027 and 2028. That means having the right skills, experience, language ability, and occupation can be increasingly important. Pathway number 1, express entry. One of the most important systems to understand is express entry. Express Entry manages applications for several federal economic immigration programs. Your profile can be assessed based on factors such as age, education, work experience, language ability, and other eligibility criteria. If you're eligible, you enter the Express Entry pool and may receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence when you meet the requirements of a relevant round. The important thing is this. Creating an express entry profile does not automatically mean you will receive permanent residence. Your profile needs to be competitive, and you must meet the requirements of the program and invitation round. Pathway number 2, Provincial Nominee Programs. What if your profile isn't strong enough for a federal pathway? This is where Provincial Nominee Programs, or PNPs, become very important. Canadian provinces and territories can nominate eligible workers according to their own labor market needs. For example, one province may have a greater demand for healthcare workers, while another may need construction workers, tradespeople, technicians, or other professionals. Canada's 2026 to 2028 immigration plan specifically includes increased admissions through the Provincial Nominee Program to help provinces address regional labor shortages. So don't only look at Canada as one job market. Look at the individual provinces and their needs. Worker. Pathway number 3, work permit. Another route is coming to Canada temporarily as a foreign worker. Most temporary foreign workers need a work permit, although there are exceptions. There are different types of work permits, including employer-specific permits and, in eligible situations, open work permits. For an employer-specific work permit, you normally need an eligible Canadian job and must meet the applicable requirements. Canada's 2026 plan targets 230,000 new temporary worker arrivals, including workers under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program and International Mobility Program. But remember, a job alone does not guarantee a work permit. You must meet the immigration requirements for the specific situation. Construction Framework Canada. Which workers are in demand? Canada's immigration strategy is increasingly focused on workers who can contribute to areas where there are labor needs. Depending on the province and program, opportunities can exist across fields such as healthcare, construction, skilled trades, engineering, technology, transportation, manufacturing, and other specialized occupations. Your exact occupation matters. Two people can have the same amount of work experience, but very different immigration opportunities because their occupations, language scores, or qualifications are different. Language is extremely important. If you're planning to immigrate to Canada, don't underestimate language ability. English and French can have a major impact on your eligibility and competitiveness under different immigration pathways. Improving your language score can sometimes make a significant difference to your immigration profile. And Canada is also increasing its focus on French-speaking immigration outside Quebec. The 2026 to 2028 plan targets French-speaking permanent resident admissions outside Quebec at 9% in 2026, 9.5% in 2027, and 10.5% in 2028. So if you have strong French skills, that can be an important advantage depending on the program. Money. What about salary? Canada offers strong salaries in many professional and skilled occupations, but don't make your decision based only on the advertised salary. You need to consider income tax, rent, transportation, food, health, and other expenses. For example, earning a good salary in Toronto or Vancouver can feel very different from earning the same salary in a smaller Canadian city. So your goal shouldn't simply be, how much can I earn? It should be, how much can I realistically save? Which province should you choose? This is one of the biggest mistakes newcomers make. They choose Canada first and only think about the province later. Instead, research the province based on your occupation, salary, housing costs, and immigration pathway. Ontario has major cities and a large economy. Alberta has strong energy, construction, and technical industries. BC offers opportunities across technology, healthcare, construction, and other sectors. Saskatchewan and Manitoba can offer opportunities in agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, trades, and other areas. Atlantic provinces also have regional immigration programs designed to support local labor needs. The best province for you depends on your specific profile. Is Canada immigration getting easier or harder in 2026? This is an important question. The answer is it depends on the pathway. Canada is not shutting down immigration. In fact, the government still plans for 380,000 permanent resident admissions in 2026, and economic immigration remains the largest component. So if Canada is your dream destination, don't just ask, how can I get to Canada? Ask, what can I offer Canada? That change in mindset can completely change your strategy. Now tell us in the comments, what is your occupation, how many years of experience do you have, and are you planning to move to Canada in 2026? In our upcoming videos, we can break down express entry, PNP, work permits, jobs in Canada, and PR pathways. Subscribe to the World Guide for professional guides on immigration, work visas, international careers, salaries, and opportunities around the world. Because moving abroad isn't just about getting a visa, it's about building a better future. This is the World Guide, your gateway to the world.